we're off to probably my biggest dealer for the day. As I've said, I only work in dealers. It's kind of a separate skill to retail work, if you like. The job itself, the technical side is very similar. It's just the pressure and workload of having to do lots more cars in a day. It's just something I've sort of fell into, and I've found I'm quite good at it.
Terry is one of our senior technicians. He's been with us over 10 years. We took him from assistant bar manager from a local pub with no experience in painting and at the time not even a driving licence. And through the 10 years we've trained him fully in all of the processes of smart repair. That also includes taking him through IMI accreditation. Terry works primarily in the trade accounts that we work in, and he's a cornerstone to my business now. He's really, really important in terms of managing the guys on the ground. I don't paint cars anymore, so Terry's vitally important to keep on top of new products that we test, keeping day-to-day contact with the other technicians, and he's now a team leader, if you like.
There's a lot of sort of planning your day. It goes from, because if you're doing retail, for example, you sit on someone's driveway and you know you've got 2.5 hours there and you've got time to do it. Whereas at a dealership, what will happen is you'll have the same 2.5 hours for a job, but they'll drop a job in behind. They might ask you to stop that job halfway through to do one that's slightly more important. So it's just lots of sort of work management side of it. But then it's also good because you kind of build like a team rapport a little bit, because being a technician is a brilliant job, but it is ultimately a solo job. So if you struggle a little bit with that, it's nice to be able to sort of kind of build sort of relationships as well. So as we've brought more technicians on, I do a lot of the training for the guys. If Steve goes away, then I kind of run it for him while he's away. So the roles sort of change massively from the sort of learning as the sort of apprentice painter to being quite good at it, to working in these dealerships, managing these accounts. Progression was important for me because I left a career and I didn't want to come into a job. I see this as a second career, new career. So progression was certainly important for me, and the way it's worked out, and I'm sure it's like it across lots of other franchises as well. Ultimately, if a tech takes on slightly more rolling than just painting, it makes everybody's job slightly easier. It's one of these jobs that, like most trades, if you like, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Certainly if you're new, then you're talking about patience. I think the ability to learn and adjust is quite important. Now I've been doing it 10 years and there's not a product that I'm using now that I used when I first started. You need to be able to talk to people as well. Like this sort of situation where you've got lots of people, that's a skill in itself, but even one-on-one at a customer's house, you want to be friendly. Drive's important, because on a job where you're self-motivated to a degree to get the money, it can't just be about money, because no one ultimately works wow and happy for money. It's a byproduct of being good at your job. So that pride is always very important as well. If you're friendly, happy, willing to work and willing to learn, there's no reason that you can't succeed in being a smart repairer.
We run a really tight-knit team, and so because of that, the guys work fairly autonomously through the day. They've got their jobs to do, they have the ability to shuffle and move stuff around if necessary. It comes with a great package in terms of salary and remuneration. We're on a company pension scheme. They've got paid holiday every year. And you know, we do a lot of stuff together. You know, we have days out and fun times together outside of the business. And as a group of guys, you know, it's really important that they all feel part of a combined effort to move the business in the direction that I'm looking to move it in.
What's nice about Revive is that you're in these sort of singular franchises, but we have these conferences, we have this training and stuff, so you feel part of something quite big. And of course, and in terms of the smart repair industry, quite special. There aren't many things that build this unity and this sort of across the country thing. It's a big thing to be part of, and the guys I work with are fantastic, but the job satisfaction and ultimately the money's pretty good as well.